Good morning, viewers. Hey, John Lee here. It's been a little while since I've done a stream. It's probably been about 2 weeks. Hasn't been an easy 2 weeks. My dad's been in and out of hospital a few times. Yeah, he's been a bit shaky recently. He's 80 years old and he's just in that risk zone, so we've had a few close calls
9,
already.
8, 7,
But
6, 5,
yeah, just
4,
gonna take
3,
a break from work,
2, 1,
enjoy a bit of Crazyhouse.
0.
I've just not touched the game at all last couple of weeks, so looking forward to it. Alright, we start with whizzing. So we've got a 3+2 time limit, and he's starting with Queen H5. Okay, what do we want to do against this one? There's Knight C6. There's Queen E7. I'm gonna go for Queen E7 here. So normally I probably play Knight F6, Queen F. No, not Knight F6. Sorry, because then you get mated. G6 first, Queen F3, Knight F6, Queen B3. Knight F6 would have been a pretty sad start to the tournament. Just waking up here. So let's go Knight F6. Looks quite dangerous, right? I mean, this knight's coming into G5, and then the key is that the knight is just covering E8. So after Knight G5, Pawn F7, King D8. Black is only just safe. So here, there's maybe pawn at D5 looks dangerous. Pawn at B5 played. So yeah, let's figure this one out. Not entirely sure what goes next. Could even be a knight move to b4 or d4. Every pawn counts at this stage. I think knight d4 looks right. So let's go for that. So the knight's in a useful spot. I mean, I'm threatening queen at e2, it's hitting this. If pawn at f7, king d8 is safe enough. So he has picked up 2 pawns for the piece, which could castle here, I guess. This is not a line that I know. I'm just figuring it out as I go. Barakirol, Ron2, Kuz, okay, Mixu, welcome all of you to the stream today. Thanks for joining. Okay, queen at c4, so defending c2 and e2. Is there anything to exploit here? Maybe bishop at e2. Yeah, let's play bishop at e2. So if takes, I can either take the queen or take c2. I think taking the queen is right. And then maybe takes, king takes, something like queen at d4. Just hit. I have to try to recover some material. I could check, grab the rook, but I just feel like the queen is more important here. Okay, queen at d4, so queen at h5, he's got knight at f3. Well, this knight could even retreat. Let's make sure there's no tactics, pawn at f7 or something. A queen at d4 just makes sense. So I just want to grab one of these guys. Okay, let's grab e4. I mean, c2 would be a good one. So I don't have like an immediate mate threat on my king, so I feel like if I can recover a couple pawns, I've got some ammo in hand. He's got some light square weaknesses. The development's not going on here. His king's displaced. Black should have an advantage here. So let's just pick this guy off. So if you count the material, I've got a queen for a piece, and I've got easy development in the future. So I should be better here. But I am just waking up, so let's see if we can mess this up somehow. I mean, pawn at d3. Am I getting towards a win there already? Queen at h5. Don't really want to overthink the position here. Let's keep it simple. Pawn at d3. I don't really see mate yet, but looks promising. Okay, now I could chase the king back to safety, or I could hit, so I don't really feel like I got mate here. This is probably a little bit loose. Unless pawn at e4, queen here is worth something. Maybe it's queen at e4 and then grabbing g2. Got knight here. Alright, bit too slow. Let's do something. Don't really know if my queen sack was warranted. I could have probably just brought the queen back to e4 after knight d4. But okay, I got 9.6 seconds left. Even material, still a decent position. Yeah, I want to take that. Like, pawn at d3 is going to look dangerous. So he's got queen takes c7, that's why I'm using a new pawn here. I got knight takes e3 winning the rook. Let's just go here. It doesn't look like fun. Doesn't look like fun for white. He probably has to run up. So I'm just gonna grab material. Do I have mate? I'll grab this. Maybe bishop at f3, bishop at d3. Yep. I think queen e4 was probably a better idea. Okay. Anyway, happy to take a win against whizzing in the first game. Chuck Moulton, tier 1 sub for 5 months in a row. Thanks so much, Chuck. Really appreciate it. Alright, let's go for knight d4 here. So, FMGM Gatas, this is a new name. Well, not actually, I've played this person twice, but maybe not as familiar to my eyes. So yeah, I thought the condition was 2200, but it seems like it's a bit more open with the ratings. Knight f6 or bishop. I'll play knight f6. If I play bishop e7, he gets knight at h5. That could be a little bit annoying. This one, you know, yeah, this knight's defending f7, so it's all right. So we'll just develop. Okay, f4. I'm actually tempted to play this without even that much thought. I just feel like knight g6 is getting passive, but then I can redirect here. Yep. I can't actually explain this move other than I'm waking up. It's close to 5 a.m. and I feel like I'm gonna sacrifice a piece just straight out of intuition, and it's been declined. I think it would have been fine to take it, but okay, I kind of want to cut this one off, but e5 might be a bit annoying. Could be premature. Alright, we're just gonna feel this one. I'm not gonna be able to justify the next few moves. We'll just say I feel like playing a few loose moves while I warm up. Okay. So that one I wasn't trying to lose that one, but this looks dangerous because pawn at h2, knight at g3 is a possibility. Yeah, this is dangerous. But I mean, yeah, my opponent kind of helped me out a bit too much there. That wasn't because knight eg4 or d5 were brilliant. That was just knight takes d4 was a bit risky. I think he could have just taken my knight on g4. He's playing up a piece for a pawn. But yeah, I'll take another win. Happy with that. Okay, trattare degenaret. Strong opponent here. Okay, so in this sort of position, I'm looking to break as early as I can. Maybe I'll even considering preparing here, but he might play h5. So let's just go straight for this. The bishop's here, the knight's here, and what that means is e6 is weaker than usual. So that's why I'm already eyeing that square. Now e5 is clearing the way for knight e5. Actually, I'm just going to play d5. I actually think that's such a good square for the knight. I just want to guarantee it's not going to become vacant. He can play knight c5, that's okay. Bishop b5 was probably immediate there. But okay, like, I'm out of book here, so I got to figure it out. Like, this knight could open up, so let's play knight g3. We'll just control these squares. Knight c5 looks natural. I'm okay just to play a slow strategic game here. I'm just going to tuck this king away. I feel confident enough. I'm opposing his key weapon, and you know, this would just solidify the position. So a5. Okay, that's kind of just stopping b4. So what do we want to do here? Probably want to make some slow progress. Bishop a6 could be a move for him. What's going to help slow progress here? So bishop could come to d2 or e3. Look, look, I think bishop e3 is natural. I'm going to allow this. There's takes, and then bishop at d4. But it just makes sense to have a pawn on d3 to back this bishop, to back up this pawn. Now, ideally you want like pawn at h6 or something like that, but he might even try bishop at c5. That could be a good move. I'm not really sure. We're just gonna feel our way through this one. So it could, yeah. Let's just take this one. Jake Loans, 500 bits. Thanks for the donation. You're saying can't you berserk in these games, or is it just not worth it? No, I'm just warming up. And you know, it's good to be able to hang out with the viewers and just take my time a little bit. So also respect to the opponents. It can end badly if you try to berserk. I want to be very direct with the dark squares here. I'm even considering a bishop at h6. I'll probably take it. Okay, he's covering up on dark squares. Yeah, it could go queen e2, but I feel like knight at f4 or knight at d4 helps him. So this is still a very balanced position, but I am aiming at making a few trades. I'll take that one. I want this, and then I want bishop at h4. But look, f4 is hanging now as well. So knight at e3. Can I go for it? Or should I just grab? I could take this way, that could be annoying, and then just pick off a pawn. Or I can play said plan with bishop at h4. Now, I think I'll be a pawn grabber here. Could even play queen takes f4. Just depends if I want the knight, the queen to finish on e3 or g4 here. I think we'll go this way. Just slowly, strategically, just saying I'm a pawn up here. I've picked off a pawn, and there's still nothing around my king. King h1's been useful. There's no bishop d4 pin. Let's see. This belongs on h3. No, it belongs on g3. I have to cover knight at f2. Alright, a bit slow. Let's concentrate here. If he tries something like takes, I think it's too dangerous. I was actually tempted to take this one, but I'll preserve the queen. Oh dear, I've left some tactics open here. Alright, I'm gonna have to defend. I should have taken g5. I gave him too much initiative. Alright. Where's he coming from here? Knight at e3 looks likely. No, he's gone this way. That's a good move. That's a really good move. I'm actually going to give up a knight cold. Don't like my position here. He's got the upper hand. He's just chipping away at my defense. And see, this is where you'd prefer to have taken queen takes g5, because at least it wouldn't be this bad on the defense. Still on struggle street here. I think queen e1 was just a little bit stronger. Okay, why has he sacked the knight? I mean, knight at f2 is still covered, so I just gotta keep defending here. But he gave me some material. If he had played queen e1, I didn't have knight at e3 hitting with tempo. He's kind of lost the wind out of his sails a little bit. Knight at g3, is that dangerous? I think that is. I'm going to respect that. And I still attack two pieces. I'm going to respect... No, I got to cover this way. Just got to respectfully play some defense here. Take this one. I didn't want to allow rook at e1 just like that. Now rook at e1 still coming. Looks a bit dangerous. He's got a lot of minor pieces. I don't want to go to e3 because then bishop at f4 cuts me off. So here my king is just defending by itself, isn't it? I'm a long way from any attack on his king, but I'm also not getting mated immediately. This could be a long game. We're at 68 moves here. Alright, we'll just keep respectfully defending. E2. Nah, we'll run to the open. Okay, time. I'm trying to hold on to this pawn. See if it gets me into trouble. This doesn't look good for me. Oh, my time. I'm gonna throw in the towel there. Well done. I mean, he just continued the attack. I probably had some chances there. Maybe even regretting g takes h3 because rook takes g1 and he started getting momentum. Maybe he should have played knight takes h3. It's like playing a long match to lose is not a good thing. But nice game from Totari Deganat. He in the end he just basically put a knight on h5, bishop on h6. So he was always going to continue attacking, and his king was going to be safer than mine. So that was a good principled approach. Really nice strategic grind there. And not entirely clear where I went wrong, to be honest. Okay. So we're up against FM Dabi. This is a new opponent. Okay, knight back. So what do we want to do here? Could be c3, could be take here, knight at e4. I think it's a capture here. Isn't this queen trapped after bishop at g5? Queen goes either here, knight at e7 wins the queen. Because if I allow him to play knight d7, then knight b8's justified. So it felt like there should be something active in the position. The knight's no longer covering e7. Okay, he's parting with the queen. We'll take that. Now, is there an attack? I even feel like just a knight takes e5 here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut. So far today, intuitive moves without much thought have served me well, and thinking hard on the strategy hasn't worked. So let's just go with unsound intuition. I'm expecting him to play bishop at e7, and this is just feeling an opponent. This isn't really about best play. It's just he's already given up the queen here. I feel like he's not going to feel like moving the knight. Moving the knight is actually fine, I think. I can play knight at f5, try to make some weakness on g7. But yeah, I think he'll go like bishop at e7 possibly, and that's also very solid. You just give the piece back, knight at e4, rinse and repeat. I still got to chisel away. It's probably a slow c3 d4 at some stage. He's used the knight, so I'm just gonna let this sit here for a move. I want to undermine the dark squares, so this is more valuable to me to look at h6 just for this minute. If he tries something like bishop at g4, I can take here, and he can't take the queen because of knight at h6. And then if he recaptures with a knight, then knight at h6, he can't take queen at g7 mate, so king here, knight takes g4, wins a bishop. So this is also baiting bishop at g4, which isn't good for black. It's kind of hard to defend this guy. If bishop at h8, then I'm happy he's got the bishop there, blocking the king, take the knight, and then knight at e7. If knight at e8, then he can cash in. Probably knight at e8 is one of the best tries. Like if knight g7 takes, knight at h6, king here, queen at g8 doesn't work because the knight's still defending. So yeah, I mean I've got a decent position here, but it's just from pulling a few moves out of the air. Now this is the said line. I said bishop at g4 was baited here. This one's not good for black. So yeah, I can't even tell you how knight takes e5, pawn at g5, knight at f5. It's like 3 or 4 moves later, and the position's in my favor. But it's probably more about playing the man than the position here. Yeah, I mean, I might not even play knight takes g4. Queen takes g4 is also a possibility. Bishop at g6. You could be fancy with queen takes g4, but I just felt after bishop at g6, then he's still defending. So what do I want to do here? We'll just could play bishop at f6. He's got knight at e8. Let's just keep it simple. Alright. A bit more pressure, or no, let's just bring the knight back. Pawn at g7. Okay, we got another win. Alright, who's this? CRPT1. Yeah, he's streaming today. Cool. So, Check out his channel. I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. If it's Crypt1 or CRP Tone or CRPT1. If someone in the channel wants to let me know how I should be pronouncing it. But he's got a stream on, so check out his Twitch channel. I'm gonna say Crypt1, okay? Okay, a quick castle here. I like 95. I'm just gonna stick with my aggressive guns. I'm even tempted to take this, but maybe that's too far fetched. Okay, that's a good move. He's got c5, or should I even consider taking this? They all look like risky ideas. Nah, we'll be sensible. c5 maybe, then knight at c6. I kind of like this knight on here. I'm thinking of putting a new knight there. He didn't play it. Okay, so he's got me on the diagonal. I'm gonna pinch this pawn. I got to recapture this one with check, so I figure I should be able to steal a pawn and then either play pawn at e2 or pawn at d3, leaning towards pawn at e2 to keep this defended. Let's take this. Could also play knight at f4 here, but I kind of want to threaten to castle. Bishop, knight. Sorry, I was going to say knight at h4, bishop at h3, pawn at g4 could be a bit annoying for me. So I don't really want to allow a whole lot of momentum quickly. I'm even considering castling into this one. So yeah, just being a pawn grabber here, contesting black on the light squares where he's got a bit of potential. And if black allows white to consolidate here, then it should be slightly better for white. So one line I'm seeing is knight at h4, just castling into the storm. h6. I don't want to play knight h3 because the pawn at g4 takes, and he's rolling on my light squares. So knight at h4 castles, h6, bishop at h3 takes is one line I'm seeing. I'm just investing moves on light squares, everything I can do. Knight h3 is kind of contrary to that, but this is all feel, guys. Not necessarily all justifiable with variations. Yeah, another thing I think in this arena is to do well, you got to win with your streaks. And then what's been a setback already is I've won 2 games about to have a streak and then lost, and then now rebuilding it. So the momentum's very important. You gotta try to get that going. So I'm expecting h6 here. This is what was discussed. Now, the problem for me is bishop at h3, h6. No, sorry, h6, bishop at h3 takes. I was looking at knight f3. That was actually a bit annoying. Okay, but this is also slightly annoying too. So I think we'll take that. Just rinse and repeat. Similar idea. I just thought after h6, bishop at h3 takes. He could actually play knight f3 and then takes, bishop f3 takes, pawn at e2. This way I feel like he progressed the bishop to g4, but it didn't really make progress. Okay, we'll trade off this knight maybe, or am I better off taking this? No, we'll take the knight. So knight at h3 check, king h1. Just gonna keep trying to defend light squares here. This is a nice combination, having a bishop here. Whoops, maybe too fast there. I forgot that little trick. Maybe bishop at h1 was better, but pawn at h3 annoying too. So yeah, it's not all bad. He got a bit of material, but now there's nothing looking at the king. This move. So I got a lot of material. He needs to progress quickly, or else I'm going to be able to place pieces. So I'm gonna throw a bishop here. I just want to get some pieces out of his hand. All right, he's gonna put this one here. If I can exhaust him of pawns, that's pretty good for me. He might pinch this one. Okay, we'll happily grab that one. Okay, he's looking at f3. Can I grab this? It looks like I can. I got knight at e7 check, and it looks pretty ugly, so something's got to give here. Do I have mate somewhere? Yeah, it looks like takes here. I want bishop at h6, but even without bishop at h6, there's knight f5. Go this way. Because knight at e7 then covers if king g8. So yeah, I think I was more concerned about a different continuation. But good game, Crypt 1. Sorry if I've pronounced it wrong. Okay, apparently Yas has just joined the arena. How cool is that? Yas, where are you? You've just joined. There he is, guys. GM Yasasir1. He's joining us. So lucky to have Yasasir1 in our community. Okay. I'm gonna try to make a few double pawns here. And then we want to exploit those double pawns. So we could play bishop at h6, but I think it's usually knight e7. He gets bishop at h4. We'll go knight c6 first. Hit this one. This knight belongs on f5. Alright, gotta win this one. Make use of the multiplier. We're already 40 minutes in, so let's lift the pace a little bit. Just so they play some good, solid, quick Crazyhouse. Okay, f6. I need to respect the threats on this diagonal and the threat here. And this is attacking this too. Players often like to just play knight f3. They just say I'm gonna leave the knight here and attack on the dark squares. That's sometimes an idea. This knight belongs here, and then this pawn is falling. Okay, looks like it makes sense to put a bishop there. Something's got to give here. Okay, this one. I want to win this pawn. Let's see if that makes sense. Castles takes. Alright, I'll show you guys. That's why I want to win this pawn. Um, and that's the thing with this opening. There's just a few weaknesses here. A little bit of sneaky tactics, stealing this pawn, but it's actually quite critical in the position. That's what kind of breaks the deadlock, so to speak. Now here, I'm even thinking knight d3. Let's see if we can really open this up. So now I want to gradually chisel away these pieces while putting pieces on and then denying him the opportunity to put pieces on. So we've just got this locked field of lots of pieces on the king side, and I need to make the balance of pieces in my favor. So every move here I want to be placing a piece or attacking a piece. Let's take this one. E3 is opening up for knight at E3, so I might take this. And the key here is trying to find a way you can hit the queen, because that's where your opponent has to spend some tempo. Here I've got even better. The king is out in the open. Like bishop at f4 feels like it's promising. Yeah, without much thought. I'm trying to stop him from playing f4 here. Once the king is up, you could incorrectly chase the king to safety, but I'm going to activate the queen. You can't block here, so you can run, but knight at c4, king here, knight at f4. That's a good one. You don't want the king to go to d2. You don't want the king to go to c2. So if king d3, you're cutting off with bishop at e4, king e2, pawn f3, and knight g2. So where's my mate from here? Let's... I think knight at f4. So if king up here, bishop, rook at g2, pawn at g5, he can go back. Yeah, it's not mate, but pawn at d2, knight takes. This is pretty convincing. So yeah, I mean, my point before was if he had gone a slightly different way, pawn at d2, which one? Go to d2. If he had gone f takes g3, I had knight at e3, and that was a key hit on the queen. And then once he moves his queen, then I take the rook, and then it's like you just... If I can get my opponent to make a move which isn't a capture and isn't placing a piece on the board, and I'm able to do that myself, then I'm slowly gaining one extra piece on the board at a time, and the stock of pieces here becomes, a discrepancy with the pieces that I have in hand, and then more pieces get on the board. So if you keep the checks, the tempo, then you keep progressing. So that's just a theme to explain on how to attack in a position that's quite congested. You've got to look for an opportunity where you keep capturing, you keep placing pieces on the board, and then you force your opponent to make a move where they're not placing a piece on the board, or they're not capturing. Fumi talks. Okay, he's going to berserk me. I'm going to berserk back out of politeness. Fumi talks. Okay, f4. All right. I have to switch gears here and try to play fast. So bishop c4 makes sense. This looks like fun. Let's just mix it up here. That's a bit annoying. Alright, too slow. Too slow. We've got to move here. Is this dangerous? Oh, he can take. I think he should have taken this and played bishop at c6 check. I was regretting bishop at d5 after I played it. Okay. If I take it, I'm probably busted. So, what to do here? This is quite uncomfortable. Bishop e7. Yeah, this isn't pleasant, and I don't have increment. Knight at e6, so he's picking off my queen. Queen at e8, good move. Rook takes f7 is pretty crushing. So is this. That's mate in one, guys. Oh, too good. And just like that, my multiplier is gone. So I don't know. I felt like I'm not really in the mood to berserk, but that's just a courtesy. I think Fumitox is probably going to berserk every game, if I'm right. Yeah, he's just berserking every game. I was going to not berserk any game, but it's all good. It's all good fun. So in this opening, we're going to put some pressure on h6 before black castles. This is an early break, so we want to contest that. Alright, sorry I haven't been keeping up with chat. Okay, Capra Rod says, at John Lee Crazyhouse, do you play poker, John? I heard some references at poker from you in the past. Yes, I used to play poker. So I do know the game. Not as much now. In fact, you can't play online anymore in Australia. They cracked down on it. So I mean, the same happened in the US years ago, and yeah, no. As a university student, I played quite a lot. I was never like professional quality or anything, but I really enjoyed the game. So yes, you'll hear a few poker references from me. That's a good observation. Just trying to figure this out. I'm looking for something decisive, but maybe I'm just chasing things. I'm not sure if I can hear my daughter in the next room. Hang on, give me a second. Oh, yep, my daughter's up. Okay, what's happened here? Pawn at b4. Another good move. Let's just hold this one together. Could play knight c6, but I'll just take a moment to address this. Alright, well, I've got to take that. Okay, knight c4. Well, I'll take his queen, he'll take my queen. And then maybe knight c6, or is it pawn at e6, something like that. Because he's going to castle soon. Alright, we'll throw in pawn at e6. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure this works. I'm looking at some line with rook d8 takes, pawn e7, pawn e6 takes, and I'm seeing if he can take this, but I think knight takes d8 is a bit dangerous. Bishop at e6, king, bishop at e6 takes, pawn at d5, king e7, queen at e6, king f8, pawn e7, king e8 takes, rook at c8 mate. I don't think that'll happen, but I don't think he can take the bishop on e3 if that's the case. So, yeah, rather than just let him castle easily, that's why I'm going this way. Maybe knight takes. Maybe this is... I'm just ignoring this knight for the moment. Old principle, enemy knight next to your king is usually a friend. But here, maybe I have to stop for a moment. Knight takes. Alright. It's dangerous looking. I might be playing with a little bit too much fire here. I think this is actually dangerous, that I shouldn't have gone down this path. What if I go to e2? Oh, sorry, I'm distracted by my daughter. King e2 and then knight at g3 takes... Nah, I think I'm busted there. Sorry, let me just attend to my daughter. Okay. Wow, 3 losses in a row. Okay. Nice win from Blue Penguin there. Sorry guys, I just like away for half the game. Oh, did I get paired? What's this? Oh yeah, I got paired. Okay, I lost the game to Upper Wesson by forfeit as well. Whoops. Pretty sloppy. Sorry guys. Okay. Let's try to get back on the horse. Now my daughter just woke up, needed to go to the toilet, and then she was halfway when I came back in. So, all right. Yes, Kyle Legion making the right point. He didn't have a streak though, so not a big deal. That's absolutely right. And now I can't get a pairing. So we've got another hour to go. Upper Wesson and Fumitox in the lead. Io Euros. Okay, let's try to play some Crazyhouse here. Sorry for the disruption. Let's just develop. I think A6 is worthwhile. That's a good square for the knight. So I want him to take here, because that's where my knight belongs. Okay, Queen E1, we'll take this. He can play E4. He doesn't want to. Okay. I'd like to put a pawn on H3, that's what I'd like to do. So I'm considering E5. So if something like bishop at C2, then E5. Okay, he's defending it that way. Still looking at E5. I'm going to lose the D5 pawn. That's a good one though. Alright, let's go nuts a bit. I still want to get E5 in, undermine F4. Now we'll see if he's got a counter attack. But if he just plays passively, I'm gonna get what I want. Knight takes, or yeah, I think knight takes. If DE, I might just even go straight for pawn at H3, because there's a knight at F3 is a very juicy one. Capra Rot says that Johnny Crazyhouse, which university did you study? I studied in Macquarie University in Sydney many years ago. Graduated 2006. Wow, that's like 12 years ago. Okay, that's like a now I feel old kind of memory. If Rook G5, I'm thinking of taking it, or maybe just straight knight at H3. Either one is good. So we'll gotta be careful here. Yeah, we'll take it first. So the idea is I have 2 knights. I want to put the pawn on G2 first. I just want his king to be exposed here. Otherwise, if you leave the king on H1, he can put a pawn on G2 and he's a bit safer. This way, you know, it's very hard to defend. Even if knight at knight at E1, you got queen at F3, takes, king back, rook at H1. I don't see how white can defend this one actually. Knight at H6, then king here is important. You don't want to take this. Yeah, maybe you can survive it actually, but it just opens you up for attacks. Knight at H6. I'm making use of the knight being here defending against the smothered mate. So this knight is like MVP at the moment. Fantastic attacker and defender. Okay, clear cast. One of the candidates. Okay, here we go. Strong opponent. Let's try to change the fortunes and put in a good game here. Okay, this one looks a little bit passive, but maybe it's required. So if he tries, no, never mind my thinking here. Tempted to take this. I don't think it works though. Let's have some fun. So I gotta be careful of being attacked because he's got knight at e2, knight g3, but I get a check with fg. I'm just saying, do I have time for pawn at h6 or do I need to play bishop at f3 first? How do we continue? I think it's bishop at f3. There's a bishop at g4. Nah, bishop at f3. Now this is a really rubbish sacrifice, but I just figure it can't be familiar opening territory for my opponent. So from here, we're just making it up. That's actually a move I was hoping for, and then at least the knight's not attacking g7. I got to put a defender on. I get to attack a little bit, but I'm down a queen for a pawn here, folks. This is what some people have told me is a John Lee queen sacrifice. It's like not completely justified. Bishop takes. Is he going to play rook g7? And then my attack kind of slows down. Guess I shouldn't be too worried about that. Okay, king e7. So let's get some material. So I've recovered the queen. I'm not complaining here. Material's even. So I don't think that queen sack is sound, but it's just practical, and I'm happy with what I got out of it. But I think I don't know where it exactly went wrong, but I just felt I was playing for unfamiliarity in the position. That's all. But this opening will be familiar for my opponent, I imagine. Let's play d6 or h6. h6 first, maybe. So early h6 just avoids a lot of theoretical lines here. But we'll see if he goes for bishop takes f7. Could be heading for some other sorts of theoretical lines as well. e4, e5 is a minefield of theoretical traps for black in Crazyhouse. 70 viewers today. Thanks everyone for turning up. Appreciate the support. Castles. What is this? Maybe bishop g4 first. Bishop g4 first. All right, I'll castle now. He's got knight at g6, or sometimes there's like a bishop h6 idea. That's fine. I'm not gonna waste too much energy on what my opponent's moves might be. If knight at f5, we'll take it, play d5. d4, I'm always going to have some trick with knight at e2. I just can't allow the light squares to deteriorate further. Bishop, I mean, an idea could have been bishop takes f7 instead, but let's not worry about that. Okay. I need to defend that, knight at h7. I probably do, don't I? And then he gets pawn at g6, that's a bit annoying. Knight at g4. Okay, let's think about this for a second. Can I play e4? It looks really dangerous. Takes. Bishop takes. No, I think that's asking for trouble. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go for it. It looks like trouble, but there's a very sharp line which might work in my favor. So here I'm looking at d, takes, bishop takes f6, takes, bishop takes f7, takes, pawn at h7, takes. No, takes is bad because of pawn at g6. So against pawn at h7, it's king h8, knight at g6, check, takes, knight f8. Rook takes would be mated by pawn at g6, queen h7. So against knight f8, I'm looking at king g8, pawn h7, king 10. Oh, that's getting mated. That's no good. Whoops. I think I'm busted then. I forgot there's a bishop on f6 covering the e7 square. So king, pawn h7, king f8, queen at g8 is mate. Anyway, that's what's going on in my head. A big miscalculation. That's what's going on. If queen takes, maybe I have to take this one first. Yeah. But do I really have anything with the checks there? We'll go this move order. Probably bishop takes f7 is right here. I don't know. I knew this was dangerous, and somehow I still felt let's see if we can make it work. It's nice on live stream, just showing how you've miscalculated something. Yeah, that was a problem. I thought after knight f8, king g8 was better, but pawn at h7, queen at g8 is just mating me in that line. Alright, well, retarded platypus now, he's got something to think about. At least there's some checks here. He should just take this. I don't have enough to mate white with knight at e2. It just looks dangerous, and I have maybe some bluff equity because of my reputation, but he should just take this, really, and then run the king. Okay, he hasn't done it, so I can recapture the queen. or try something else. It's a good move, this. Queen at h3. It's solid. Knight at f4. No, not really. We'll just recapture the queen. He can take this. This is very dangerous for me. Is knight at g3 worth anything? No. Okay, I feel like I've got to give up something to get safe. I don't really feel like I'm getting safe. I think Platypus is going to get me here. Okay, there's time on the clock, but knight at g5 is pretty devastating here. Alright. Oh, hang on. Is there a chance? I'm just trying to complicate the position. Sneak out. Okay, big checks. No. Oh, I've got to move. Come on. Oh, what? That's a poor miss. Well played, retarded platypus. No, that was disappointing. In the time scramble there, I just froze. After queen takes g7, like, that was much better than what I hoped for. So that one hurts because I had a multiplier potentially coming up there, and then now I'm still battling in the weeds. Nice game from retarded platypus. Okay, Io Euros. Putting the bishop on a3 this time. I think it's better on g3. Let's see how he goes. There we go. Yeah, bluff equity. See? The viewers have picked up on it. Absolutely there's bluff equity in this game. But my bluff equity just didn't really materialize, did it? At least a few viewers understand, so that's great. Okay, what do we want to do here? Gotta find a way to progress. Still e5. Let's try this. Go this way. Should really play without bluff equity. Okay. Whoa, what's this? Hang on. So Slim MG says, whoa, what's that? Says at John Lee Crazyhouse says, did you see 12 Teen is retiring from Crazyhouse after the World Crazyhouse Championship? And it says on his profile, look at it. Alright, well, let's have a look at it. 12 Teen will be retiring from ZH after the WCC. Well, that would be pretty sad. It's right there, but I've retired from Bughouse a few times, I can say that, and I've kind of got a saying, once a Bughouse player, always a Bughouse player. We'll see. It might even be a temporary thing if he's just got other things in life. I mean, I could have certainly used a timeout once or twice this year. Let's go. Should I grab this? Yeah, we'll grab that. Just want to clear the way for g4 and e4. If he wants to grab my bishop, then I want to trade off another knight. So at least this defender isn't there. Yeah, no, it's nice to be able to just stream again. I know I'm not playing Crash Hot, but it's just nice to hang with some good people. It's been pretty tough with my dad being in and out of hospital just recently. Yeah, he's back in hospital again as of yesterday. He's been in about 3 times in the last week or two, and yeah, he's probably running out of time. So that's not been easy to deal with. So it's good to just take a break from that. And then we've also been, I mean, you'll notice I'm not in my living room anymore. So we've moved into a new place. We've been trying to sell the old place. So yeah, there's been a fair bit going on outside of the streaming duties. Can I be fancy here? I don't see the mate yet. It just feels like it is. Okay, 42 minutes. I'm probably not gonna catch the lead here. Yasser's on 16. Let's see if we can get a game against Yasser. He's playing winged alpaca at the moment. Whizzing in fine form. Whizzing still I believe leading the Crazyhouse World Championship candidates. Let's see if we can bring those stats up. Sorry I haven't been streaming those games, guys. I'm sure there's been a ton of great games, but yeah, let's have a look at that. So they're the standings at the moment. So what do we got here? Yeah, Whizzing on 7 out of 7. GSVC, hats off to GSVC. He's finished 9 matches and he's got 7.5. Like if Whizzing was to lose one, that would make it really close. But Blitzbullet and Sexy and I Know It to go. 12 Teen also playing phenomenally well. He's on 6.5 out of 8, I believe. So yeah, if Whizzing loses a game, it's gonna be close. But yeah, like really interesting. The divide is it's like those 3 players have just played so well, and then like the next highest scorer is Sexy and I Know It on 2 points. Like a real division in the field this year. Wins have been far and few for many of the candidates. Alright, my opponent doesn't appear to be here. I don't know if he left already. No, there we go. FM Off-White. Okay. So A6. So I'm pretty much on autopilot here. Looking for this F5 break. Okay. So should I break F5 here? Yeah, why not? Okay. I like Queen G4, just controls the king side a little more, and then I want to go in with pawn at E6. But I feel that Black has already cut off his best attacker. Alright. So G7 is kind of hanging. Maybe I should ignore it. Maybe pawn at e6 is stronger. Because queen g7, I'm going to get hit. I can sack the queen and play rook at g8. But trades are kind of helping black, maybe. This way, if I lose the piece, queen g7, he doesn't have bishop f6. I've got this. Okay. So now, can I just come in with pawns? Mm-hmm. I feel like another pawn. How many pawns do I need? If I get a pawn, put it here. I'll go with the knight first, because I actually want a bishop here. It's going to be a useful tempo to hit. Yeah, let's go sack crazy. That one's mated. If king h8, I was going to take here, and then pawn at g7 is mated one. Okay, Tara digger nut. So similar setup. Now we had a slow strategic grind last time. Should I switch it up here? Something like bishop e3, knight g4 is annoying. Bishop g5 maybe? I'm just going to tuck the king away in the corner. Let's play it differently. It didn't go so well for me when I played the slow strategic grind last time. But then finding a move here is... yeah, maybe it's bishop c4. In fact, maybe that was better than king h1. Because he opened this up. Okay, he's patiently proceeding. Shall I take this? Yeah, let's just... completely different game to what we played. So now I could take this, but I think I want to just have a little more on the king side first. We'll support this pawn. Could he have just taken that? Maybe knight takes e4 was fine. I guess I can take it and then maybe knight g3 and start something rolling on light squares if I get another diagonal piece. Okay, but let's just create some pressure on the king side. I'd prefer him to take me here because then I get another pawn in hand and then there's a weakness developing. Knight looks good on f5, but he can grab here. So let's just check the tactics. Yeah, looks good. If knight here, there's actually queen h5. So bishop at g4. Then what? I feel like I should be able to take it and play bishop at e6 and make something out of it. Well then, let's go with what we feel. problems. He's got knight at g3 mate threats if he gets this one. So I can't just take this. Well then let's go this way. Oh, then he's got knight takes h2. I guess I back off. Yeah, this isn't as fun as I thought it would be. Okay, we'll take this. Or can he just sack? I thought I was covering g3, but I'm leaving knight at f2 open. It could be dangerous for him. I mean, if I take with the pawn, knight at f2 takes, king g1, rook at h1 takes. He doesn't. He's got queen at h1 though. He takes g2. If this opens up, I think rook takes f5 could have been on the cards, but I could have always taken with the bishop. Just look at that. That was interesting. So takes. If I took with the bishop, knight at f2. Alright, he's done it now. I'll take with. Now he's got knight at g3 check. That's the difference. Oh, so then I'm busted. Because I can't take this one. I can't take this one. That sucks. Right, that's my only defense. I'm just losing all my material here. That's actually really nice. He removed the bishop first, which took the g3 defender away. Then he took this one. So he saw better than me. So here I'm only hoping for takes, knight at f7, pawn at h7, h8, queen. But he doesn't need to go into that. I had to play pawn at f2 to defend. Okay, knight at f7, I think he can just take it. He should have enough. It's all pretty sad for me here. I'll at least leave the bishop guarding h3, but he should have enough to win. I think it's knight at f2, king g1, rook at h1, pawn at e3, takes, bishop at f4, bishop g5. There's enough here. So, yeah, I was just a long way off with that queen sack there. Queen takes g4 just wasn't worth much. And just like that, I'm like losing on a multiplier again. It's just like that. Like, not a good effort today. Pawn at e3. Yeah, if king d3, he's got knight at e5. I should be throwing in the towel here, but pawn at e3 I thought was winning. Maybe this shouldn't be any better. Queen f4 was mate. Pawn at f3. Oh no, it wasn't. We'll play a few more moves. Uh-oh. No, really, if in an arena, I should be resigning here. It's just not a good use of time. Getting cracked plenty. Smash, he says. JL out of form makes me sad. JL playing well makes me happy. Well, I've been out of action for 2 weeks, so I'm not too surprised. The strength of the field is very good. So that's okay. Alright. Clear cast again. Alright. Let's play h6. Get the knight on c6. a6. He hasn't played h3 yet. Okay, he's going early knight e5. Right, play bishop d6. It's a little bit annoying, isn't it? We'll just defend it this way. So if e4 takes, knight takes, pawn at h3. He hasn't played h3 yet. Is he going to sting me with pawn at f6? I don't see it yet. Okay, let's think about this. He's gonna grab c6 if I leave it hanging. I feel like something decisive here, and it's not popping out to me. Maybe I'm just trying too hard in positions where we should progress a little slower. Okay, we'll take this one. I'm gonna drop c6. So I feel like I'm losing a pawn here, but getting rid of this attacker. Okay. Just looking at knight at g5. Didn't really want to lose this pawn, but let's see where this goes. He's still got this very good defender here. But if I can unlock the bishop, I'll get bishop at d5 maybe. So bishop at h3 would be looking at the queen. He's probably just going to pick this off. So let's... Could we take here? Yeah, alright. We'll try that. My idea is if takes, I might play bishop at d5. If he ever checks on this diagonal, we'll sidestep it. Okay. So, can I get away with taking this? That looks really risky. Rook at f8. Whoa. Oh, I'd better not. That was the idea, to play queen takes d5, but I think I'm asking for trouble somewhere there. These two knights may have been enough to defend. So now I'm a bit short. Oh no. Okay. Gotta grab the rook. It's good defense here. Pawn at e7 is gonna hurt. I think he's calculating if he can play bishop at f5. No. Go this way. Oh, did I have rook f2? What? Why didn't I play rook f2? That was much nicer than this. Okay, we got chances here, do we? Not seeing mate yet, but maybe there's a shot. Yeah, I got the rook in hand. This is dangerous. Alright, go here. Just keep finding some moves. Yeah, he kind of gave me the pieces that I needed. Yeah, we're not out of the woods yet, though. If pawn e2, oh, let's go here. I'm not being attacked now. I should be okay. Yeah, not really sure how I won that game. That he kind of gave it to me there, but I will take it. I'll take any game today. Ok, trattare de ganot. Rook c1. I want to play e5, but I'm just going to prepare it. Let's take that. Oh, I guess he can take c6 though. That's a bit loose. Yeah, that's quite decent for white. That's my trouble today. Just allowing a little bit a little bit of an edge for the opponent where I shouldn't, because here I just went too fast. CD opened up the line for my opponent, so I've got to hold a straight face here and try to make something happen. Wow, 136 viewers. You guys have piled in. Where did all the viewers come from? Thanks so much for joining, everyone. But today's form is not really up to scratch. I've just come back from a couple of weeks of everything else in life, which hasn't been the easiest last couple of weeks. But great to have a whole lot of people joining today. Okay. Should I get a pawn here, maybe? I mean, white's pretty well covered up. Yeah, I think I want to grab this guy. Pawn would be suitable here. The problem is the bishop's covering h1 via x-ray defense, so rook at h1 isn't that great. And this bishop is then covered by another bishop, so you know, white's up what, two a knight and a bishop for a rook, but at least I've got a safe king. I have something here, but yeah, e5 was not timed correctly in the position. Thanks, ERC Borg. Says keep it up. Good days, bad days. It's natural. And Hang Na says a vulnerable JL makes us feel closer to you. Nice. Actually, that's an important point. Where I felt, you know, it's actually important for you know, viewers to see that I make plenty of mistakes, and it's not always a good day, or else it's just like, oh yeah, this is boring. It's like the same result every time. No, bad luck and bad play also affects me the same way as everyone else. Okay, here I'm trying to be creative with something, but if I put the queen on d6 and hit h2, maybe that's worth something. So let's do that. Because pawn at g2, rook g1, queen h2 would be something. So knight's here now. Okay, I have to try this. Let's see if there's anything good waiting for me on the other side. Okay, we'll grab this. He's got plenty of defense around the king. I need a pawn, but should I be grabbing that pawn? Should I be taking this one? No, I want that bishop on e2. I'm looking at some kind of crazy pawn g2, queen g3, knight at h1 sack. I'm not so sure it works really, but I'm very vulnerable if he breaks me on f5. So I'm quite conscious of that. It might even be rook at h1. Because, like, he can just take that knight at h. Say queen g1, queen g3 takes, knight at h1, king e1. That king's running, man. I can't even put a rook on the back rank to try to block him. So queen g1, it's probably rook at h1. That way I'm not giving that queen away, which is an important defender, because I don't have a kill shot. And if at least takes, it's probably taken with the bishop there. Yeah. Now against this, is that any better? Knight at h1, king g1, h2, takes, rook here, rook here. Not really. Not really. Sort of close. Close, but not quite. Alright. I'm playing bad enough today. Why not have a go? Should I take g3? Because at knight here, I can still come up here. I could be getting busted with like a nasty knight at g5, rook at h6, but this just looked like too much fun not to play. If the king takes here, rook at g1, like I've just never seen this setup, so I think king takes h2 was stronger, but time will tell. So he's got check here. Oh, he's gone pawn f7. Can take that. So he might have a draw here. Alright. Now I've got to be careful. Knight at g5, rook h6. Yeah, there's probably mate here with like knight at g5 takes, rook h6. No, after knight takes is okay. Alright, well this... Nothing solid, nothing concrete, guys. We're just making it up here, having some fun. So where are the standings? Oh, I'm still coming fifth. Alright, pawn in training. Okay, I like to put a knight on d5 here, just because it stops black from playing d5. Now here he's gonna play rook e8 quickly, so maybe I need to play bishop e2. But if you make black put the pawn on e6, then like black generally plays this opening to be able to have a pawn in hand to attack with. So I'm just preventing control of these squares, but asking black to put his pawn here, which is probably not what he wants to do. So this is a nice idea. He's solidified the king side by defending h6. He could play d6. I might even play h3 just to stop pawn at h3. Okay. So he's starting to trade off a few things. Pawn at h3 takes. Should I be playing something like bishop e3 or knight c3? I need to develop as well. I'll develop. I feel like this pawn is going to get weaker and I need to cover it. Yeah, good question. Carl Legion says, man, what happened to Danny Walker? Yeah, there was a guy named Danny Walker that was always watching the stream. Maybe that was from YouTube days. Maybe Danny Walker has another name on Twitch. But he always had a cheeky comment for me, Danny Walker. Alright, what's my opponent up to? He's thinking about something. Okay, he's going that way. You could play pawn and g2. You could play knight c3. I think I'll just develop here. My edge in the game is material at the moment, so I have to respect the pieces on the queen side. If I don't get them out, then and I just keep doing things around the king side, and he generates something, then I'm not going to be extending my advantage. So this is just a principled approach. Develop some queenside pieces. So Smash says, I think Bella is handling the mouse, and John is commentating as if it's him. Nice. Yeah, no, Bella's in the next room. She's got the iPad, and she has instructions not to disturb Dad for an hour. Yeah, it's funny, your family dynamics. If Mum knew she was up this early, probably not happy. So Bella knows she needs to keep quiet in her own room just before the suns come out, and that way she gets to watch iPad and I get to stream. So it's win-win. Okay. I think G1 is best. And Bishop at E4 coming. So he's getting some activity on me, but he's got to be careful of knight at H6 possibly. So I got to be careful of knight at E2. So this belongs on H3 just for now. Oh, okay, what's this about? He's got some knight at E2 trick. Okay, I gotta take that. So it takes... I don't have to recapture that, but I can. Now, isn't knight at F6 really dangerous? Knight at H6? Which one? Which one? Knight at H6 maybe. Choosing between two really good options here. Knight at F6 forces the queen trade. He doesn't have mate on me. I'm threatening mate. Knight at F6 can't be bad. So importantly, you've got E2 and F3 covered, so there's no knight at F3 or knight at E2 mate sequence. And then after, he can't move the king because queen takes H7, so queen at H8 is a mate threat. If knight at G6 takes knight at G5 and then queen at H7. I'm gonna just pause. I need to take a quick toilet break. I know I've only got 5 minutes, but I'm gonna be even worse if I'm busting. Alright, be back. Okay, let's see if we can get one more game in here. Congrats. Okay, this will be the last game for the arena. Alright. Heading down theory lane. Okay. What's this? Okay. So you get knight a5 first. Alright. Tempted to play bishop takes f7. Let's do that without much thought. And now what? Knight on d5. Where does the knight go? Or is it d4 here? Yeah, I think it's d4. Not any opening I know, just got a feeling. Just gonna feel my way through this game again. Pawn at e6. How can I link that up with something? So if king back, like queen h5, looks pretty nasty. Like, how's he gonna cover f7? Guys, this is a crash course on how to play Crazyhouse by thinking one ply. Like, really one ply. Like, okay, I'm gonna move here. Then what? I don't know. I'm gonna move here. That's how I'm playing. And that's probably why I haven't scored so well today. Because I'm just playing one ply. So no calculation, just intuition for this game. But yeah, what do you do about queen f7 here? Queen e7, knight d5, queen f6, knight d5. You know, I mean, maybe bishop at e5 wasn't black's best option, but given I'm just seeing one ply, I'm not complaining with the position I got here. Alright, I love these comments. So antiques. That's beautiful. I gotta read this. So Antique ZH says, John, if you're wondering, it only took you 1 minute and 7 seconds to pee. Alright. But you don't know how long I was washing my hands, man. Like, it's probably less than 1 minute and 7, right? But there we go. Okay, ZH says, Mummy has lost Bella to the iPad and John to Crazyhouse. Yeah. That's alright. Mum likes to sleep in the morning, so... Alright, I get to win one more game here. I don't know if I run out of time. I got 17 seconds. He could just sit it out. But alright, there we go. Wow, look at these guys. They just finished with a few losses at the end. I come in 5th place. A little cheesy. CIW finishing ahead. Well done. Yas is in the house. Let's see what Yas is doing. Okay. King Coney, John, how's your ability to backflip coming along? Man, I can't do a backflip. That's not gonna happen. Let's just muck around here a bit. I should probably get off, but let's see if Yasa wants to have a go. Just because I haven't put up a stream for a while. He's still playing a game though. Let's see if Yasa wants to jump in. So well done, whizzing. Look at that streak. 6 wins here with berserks involved. Fumitox trying to berserk the whole day, but not as much success. And look, thanks to I believe it's the finisher who's behind these tournaments and creating them on a regular basis. Really appreciate your contribution. Let's see what Yas is doing. Yes, a 0-1. Still playing a tournament game. Okay, he's up against winged alpaca. How did this go? Knight f6, d6. Oh, h3, g4. Wow, see, d5, e5. Holy moly. Okay. So that's how we got here, guys. So a7 being defended, bishop at g2, pawn at a6. Didn't want to move his old pawn. Okay. So you could take this and grab the knight. I guess he's seeing if something can happen here, but it's not good for black to go that way. He's going to pick off some material. Alright. What's this? Smash. He was juicing, obviously. Mango juicing. A-Boss says mango juice addiction is out of control. Alright, Smash says, John, what's Bella's new thing? Well, Bella goes to school now, so she's in kindergarten. Like, she does homework, which means that I also do homework because I've got to help. But no, she's really good. She's a bright spark. You can have a conversation with her now. Yeah, I mean, a couple of weeks ago we got a fish tank. So as I ended the stream, I was saying we had to go buy a fish tank. So we have had a new fish tank in the house. That's a new thing. What else is going on in the world of Bella? Well, before we get to that, I mean, what's going on here? Queen at e4. He's just seeking to undermine d5. Is he going safe? Yeah, he's safe enough. He's just going about his strategic ways. I wouldn't have played queen takes, queen at e4. But maybe he was just that uncomfortable about it. I was considering this, but you do have to be careful of rook at b8. So, oh, he didn't go for d5. He went for the rook. But queen at d7 is game over. Would it have made a difference though? I mean, if he's got d5, yeah, winged alpaca just stole that one from Yasser. I mean, queen at e4 was a little bit unusual. Alright, my match offer is pending. I don't know if he wants to join or if he's just left. Looks like he might have logged out. Aww. Yasser's logged out. Well, I do actually have a lot of work to get through, so I might call it a day there. Would have been nice to get some games in against Yasser, but okay. Really nice to see all you guys again. Sorry the quality of play hasn't really been up there, but I've just come back from 2 weeks, so I was saying you need to get through your quota of losses to get back into form, get your ass kicked around a bit. So yeah, we'll see how the Crazyhouse World Championship progresses. Before I go, tonight in my time, it's actually going to be 13 hours from now is the match between Clearcast and Master Tan for the candidates, and I haven't done a stream for a while, so I am making a commitment to turn up for this one. Sorry, there's been a bit of a drought, but Clearcast Master Tan. If you're looking at London time, it's 11 a.m. Thanks to the viewers, I now understand you can change your time zone just down here at the bottom right. I'll post this in the chat in case you don't have it. It's also in my notes on Lichess. You can find this link. Let's just do that before we get too much further. Everything to do with your calendar is here, and anything to do with the cross table is here. Okay, so you've got the two links if you just look on my Lichess account. And we've got Clearcast versus Master Tan in Sydney. That should be 8 p.m. But I'll just confirm so I don't turn up an hour late or an hour early. 8 p.m. There you go. Clearcast versus Master Tan. So that's 13 hours from now. I'll be streaming that one. Looking forward to it. Yeah. If you wanna see another great match, have a look at that. That should be a really good one. Yeah. I'm just sad I haven't caught more of the Crazyhouse World Championship this year, but OKZH, he's the one who's covering a lot of matches as well. So if you've not seen his channel yet, go on to YouTube. He's created a ton of content. He deserves a lot more subscribers. So I'm gonna give him another plug here. OK's Crazyhouse. He's got 55 subscribers. Good. He only had 41 last time I looked. 59 it should be. That number should be in the triple digits at least. Go check out OK's Crazyhouse. He's been covering a lot of the Crazyhouse World Championships while I have not, and he's often getting in some strong players to commentate with him. So have a look at this. He's got how many videos? We can see here. No, where's the video count? There should be a video count somewhere. Never mind the video count, but you can see there's tons. There's like yeah, it looks a bit like my channel with how many different videos you've got. There you go. So check that out. Please support OK. He's been very helpful with keeping track of schedules, scores, and so now he's doing streaming as well. So please support OK's Crazyhouse. Who's this? Oppa Wezen. Oh, Oppa. I should have a go. I am gonna have to. I'll be sensible here. Would be as fun to play Oppa as it is Yasa, but I do have some work to get onto and family stuff as well. So, okay. Ravya, have a great weekend. If you want to join me, it's in 13 hours from now. Clearcast vs Master Tan. Alright. See ya.